it's your girl AyChristene, and today we're checking out a part one of a two-parter for me, okay? So today I'm doing my horrible spelling by TheOdd1sOut, which is something you guys suggested. When I looked it up, there's also a parody version that someone did. So I'm gonna do this one today, and then a couple days later I will do the parody version. And I'm excited to see the contrast and differences between the two and see what's in store for those two different, for TheOdd1sOut and the other creator, which is, I think, Young Don the Sauce God. So I'm excited to see that. Link for this video is in the description box below. He said his horrible spelling. I'm very interested to see how he tells the story and what happened for him. I can't say I was a horrible speller. I was one of those geeks that loved going to the spelling bee. I freaking loved it. And I remember in like 3rd grade, they asked me to spell Wednesday, and I cried because who the freak wrote Wednesday and created Wednesday to be W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y? What is what is all those extraness, okay? So yes, obviously I spelled it wrong because I was in 3rd grade, and I didn't know that there was some extra letters that these people added to the word, and I lost, and I cried so bad. I was so sad. But let's see how it was for him. Link is in the description box below. Were you a horrible speller? Let me know down below. Let's get started.
Okay, class. Spell Wednesday. Are
you serious? That's how it starts? That is so funny. Oh my, I told you, he's like my animated male twin. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go.
Okay, class. Spell Wednesday. I don't know how to spell Wednesday. Well, James, just sound it out.
Yeah, see, that's what I did.
So, like this?
No,
James, it's
See,
Wednesday.
That's dumb. Why is it Wednesday?
You said sound it out, and that's how you sound it out.
You said sound it out, that's how you sound it out. Even though I wasn't like close to what he wrote, but don't tell me sound it out, Ninja, knowing that it's a trap. You knew it was a trap, teacher. Don't lie to me.
You have it bad. Do is spelled
for French. D-E-U-X. That's right.
I think it comes to no surprise that I'm terrible at spelling.
Oh, dear.
I feel like everyone in life falls into 2 categories. Either you're good at math and
me.
bad at reading, or you're weird.
I like
and if you've seen my other videos, you know that I'm a math boy. My mom told me that I have dyslexia because she has dyslexia and I have all the symptoms, but we never got that diagnosed by a doctor, so you can't make me take my meds, Mom. A lot of times what I do to cover up the fact that I spell lower than a 1st grade level is I will purposely misspell words to the point where it's obviously a joke.
That's cute.
You thought I was doing that to be funny, but it's actually because I have 0 self-confidence in my spelling, and I don't want anyone to point out my mistakes. I mentioned this in a
so that's what like people do in comment section. I think I've spelt a word wrong in like a title of a video, and a lot of the comments, you spelt it wrong, you spelt it wrong. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize that I spelt it wrong.
Elementary school, I was put into an honors program, and everyone had to take spelling tests a grade ahead of their level.
Oh, wow.
And by everyone,
Spelling
I
toast
mean
is what
everyone
they said?
except me, because I failed every single spelling test. So I had to take spelling tests that were on level.
Oh my goodness.
Every week when we took a spelling test, I would have to move to the back of the classroom, and the teacher would stand right next to me.
Really?
She'd call out everyone else's word, which had like 8 syllables, like anti-disestablimentarianism.
Oh my goodness.
And then she'd turn to me and give me my on-level word. James, your word is cat.
That's awesome. I wish that happened
one year
for
our
me.
class did a spelling bee, and everyone had to participate.
Yeah,
and like,
see?
I didn't even care that I was the first one out. Hey, that's almost my name. Another thing that I mentioned in a pretty old video is that I used to have a speech impediment when I was little.
Really?
I couldn't pronounce my O's, and I talked like
this.
That's
so cute!
I'm good now. Obviously. So every other day during school, I had to go to a speech therapy class, and one day the teacher who taught me how to pronounce my O's, I'll call her Mrs. Kool-Aid, gave me this sheet of paper with a bunch of raindrops on it, and she said, for every raindrop on this page, say the word raindrop. Then she just left the room, and I said, well, I'm not going to do this. I didn't say raindrop a single time, because like no one was even there. No one would have seen me not saying raindrop. What kind of speech therapist was this? So why would I do something that I didn't want to do? But then the funny part is when she came back, she asked, are you finished saying your raindrops? No. Well, how many did you say? I didn't say any. You stupid child. I told her the truth for some reason. I don't know
why
It's
did you tell the
the
truth?
easiest lie in my life to get away with.
Yeah, it could have been.
That's why I remember this story. I'm still mad at myself for telling the truth. And I had to say raindrop a bunch of times in front of her, and she would only go to the next raindrop until I said it right.
Oh, dear.
And it was terrible.
Terrible.
Really hurt my feelings. Since I was struggling.
That's so cute, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that is adorable. It hurt my feelings. Oh, that's like cutesy talk. And he was a little kid. Oh, come on. I think people are too hard on children. Like, I get if you're like, I don't know, how old was he? I guess I gotta gauge that. How old was he here, and how, I love his hat with the spinner thing. And how old would you accept a child still saying wing drop instead of raindrop? I gotta figure that out. Let me know your opinions about that down below.
Front of her, and she would only go to the next raindrop until I said it right, and it was terrible. Really hurt my feelings. Since I was struggling with reading and spelling, I had to get an IEP.
Okay, individualized.
An incredible, excellent personality.
That is not what
which
that
meant
says.
I had to go to a special class for a little bit
Special
during
need
school.
class,
And the teacher who taught this class was none other than Mrs. Kool-Aid.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said it like that.
That's funny.
I don't remember anyone ever telling me I was put
Well,
into a special needs class. I just remember going into speech therapy every other day, and then those classes slowly morphed into teaching me how to read and spell. I don't know, I thought reading this book would have helped me talk better. 2 other kids were in the reading class with me, and I remember the day when reading for me just clicked. Us 3 were given a simple sentence to read. It was about bees.
Oh,
it was
the
so
bee
simple.
movie.
It was literally just, to defend their hive from wasps, bees don't sting the wasp. Instead, they all crowd around the wasp and flap their wings to raise their body temperature, heating up the wasp until it dies. And then Mrs. Kool-Aid
Is that what bees do to wasps? Okay, that is very... That's like one of those murders that takes time and is very calculated. And you're like, that person was planning for a long time. That's what that was. Bees are ruthless. Ruthless.
Yes. Okay, how do bees defend against wasps? And the other 2 kids said, they sting them. And I said, what? No, you Moans. Didn't you weed this? The words in this paper have meaning when placed in a certain order convey information. Also, I never want to get hugged by a bee.
Yes, also
I was
true.
in these classes all the way until the 6th grade. I was getting better at reading. I still wasn't great, but I was getting better at it. And one day, Mrs. Kool-Aid said,
he was in first grade.
James, you should try competing in the Battle of the Books.
What is that?
Battle of the Books?
What's that?
Battle of the Books! Battle of the Books! Finally, reading sounds fun!
Oh, all right.
At my school, Battle of the Books was this competition where students were given a list of 4 books to read within a time limit of like 2 months. I don't remember how long it was. And after however many months it was, the contestants would sit in an auditorium and take turns answering questions about the books. And whoever got the most questions right would get a pizza party. And that's where the battle part
sounds really freaking fun. I wish my school had something like that. Where you, 4 books in 2 months when you're like in school as a kid is completely doable because those books are not super duper long unless it's like Harry Potter. But Harry Potter actually wasn't that long. I could read 4 Harry Potter books in 2 months. But Lord of the Rings, those books were massive. I tried to read The Hobbit. I literally opened it up. I was like, this is as big as the Bible, and I'm good. I got the Bible. I don't need to read this huge thing. So 4 of those in a month, I get you not doing. But this is completely doable. This is cool. I wish my school had this.
We'd kill each other for pizza. And then there were 2 more rounds, each with 4 more books. So there was a total of 12 books you had to read.
That's
and we were
good.
allowed to be with a partner. So my partner was TJ. Hey, TJ, do you remember
What is
Battle
he
of
wearing
the Books?
this mink?
Yeah,
What is
man,
he wearing?
It was great. Now, you're probably thinking that 4 books in 2 months isn't that hard, especially since they're kids' books. But as someone who didn't read any books on my own outside of school, it was a challenge.
True.
But I discovered a way to cheat the system. I discovered something called audiobooks. Instead of having to sit still and...
I thought he was going to use Clip Notes. Because I remember when kids would use that and they would tell, when you had book reports or something like that. Book reports I freaking hated. I hated book reports. Like, what is it? Just ask me questions about the book. Don't make me read the book and then write out a report about the book. And then you didn't really know what to include in the report. Don't get me started on that. I hate it. I freaking hated book reports. But this is a cool way to read the book. And I thought he was going to say Cliff Notes, but instead he said audiobooks, which audiobooks are really awesome. I actually use them now. Not sponsored, but I should be. I need to call those people up. Yeah, I will.
Read the book? I could just have someone read the book to me. And I would get through the book so much faster. I'd be able to read a book in about 8 hours as opposed to reading a book never, because I would never be able to finish a book on my own. And I was actually able to understand what was going on.
You should be working.
I legitimately thought that listening to audiobooks was cheating because of how well it worked. So I never told anyone my secret until just now.
B-.
Please don't tell anyone. Also, I didn't just turn on an audiobook and start playing video games. No, I sat in my bed next to the CD player and followed along with the book, and sometimes I even took notes. I've wanted to talk about my love for audiobooks for so long, but I can't because then people will think I'm getting paid by a...
Why is he like crying? You saw him like crying in the darkness.
Long, but I can't.
Look, it's like, this is like, I love you, but I can't let them know about you. That's like, so that's the face he has right there.
Because then people will think I'm getting paid by a certain company, but I'm not, and I'll prove
Audible.
it. Instead of wasting your money on quality audiobooks made by professionals, you guys should all check out LibriVox.org, where you can listen to free public domain audiobooks, which means there's only old-timey classical books on it, like Aesop's Fables, which in my opinion is all you need. Anyway, TJ and I did the Battle of the Books, and for one of the rounds, TJ was sick, so I had to answer the questions all by myself, and I never forgave him for that. And also the whole time I was keeping track of everyone's points, and me and TJ got the most questions right. My math skills are finally being useful. I was already craving the pizza. After the last round, the teacher said, okay, I'll tally up all the points and let you all know who the winner is in a couple of weeks. But since I was keeping track of everyone's score, I already knew we won. I turned to TJ and I said, TJ, guess what? We already... Oh, this is the round that you were sick on. How did I not notice that until just now? But then a couple of weeks go by, and I'm not hearing any news about a pizza party. I was expecting to walk into class one day and there would just be a pile of pizza boxes waiting for me. But that never happened.
That'd be nice.
The teacher in charge of the competition was the librarian. So one day I went up to her and I asked, so, did you ever say who won the Battle of the Books?
Right.
Also, my favorite pizza is barbecue chicken. And she said, oh, these 2 5th graders won.
Wow. So
the Battle of the Books was for both 5th and 6th graders. I was a 6th grader, so I went to all the 6th grader battles. But apparently, there was some low-life 5th grader who got every single question right and stole my pizza party. And that taught me
my gosh.
Even when you work hard, you don't always get what you want in life. But that's okay.
True.
Because one day, you'll be an adult and you can buy all the pizza you want without having to read first.
Okay. Which, you know what, is true. Like, I used to freaking love pizza parties. And I was talking to my husband the other day about how I used to love, like, pizza in school. And I'm not talking about when, because in high school they ordered Domino's. So I had Domino's from, what, I want to say, all of 11th grade and all of 12th grade, I had Domino's, like, every single day. Mostly every single day. But for elementary school, I used to miss, like, my favorite lunch for elementary school would be that rectangle. I don't even know if y'all kids nowadays even know what I'm talking about, but somebody who was around my age now, or at least remembers this, can reminisce on that big rectangular piece of pizza that they would make. And my school only had cheese. I don't think, they had cheese and I think sausage. They didn't have, like, pepperoni. And it's this pizza they made themselves. Like, they would take this big, huge, massive sheet of dough. Like, it was, like, ginormous because you're feeding a whole school. And they would cut them into rectangles. And they'd be like this big, like, okay, I'm not making a rectangle. There you go. Like, this big of a slice of pizza. And then some sweet buttered corn on the side. Ninja, what? And then those juice pouches that didn't have, like, it's just, you had the straw and you just had to poke the pouch at, like, the right angle. And it's like a sack of juice, not like Capri Suns where you got the designated hole. It was just like the sack of little bag juice that you had. You just had to try to get the right angle and make sure you cover the top so the juice didn't squirt out or that you blow the bag up. It was just like, why did they do that to kids? I don't even know. But that was ish. That was the greatest ish ever. I freaking loved it. My mouth is watering right now. But at least for him, he got to the point where he just made a lot of money and just bought a lot of pizza. Unless he bought one pizza and just a bunch of pizza boxes, which I would have rather done that than spend a lot of money on. I'm not eating all that pizza. That ain't happening. I'm not throwing a party big enough to have all that pizza. But I do like pizza. I literally have pizza in the oven, or in the fridge right now. Leftover pizza. And I can't wait to eat for lunch. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. How was spelling for you? did you have any encounters? Were you always great at spelling, or did you have to learn in the hard way? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you like the video, check out the link in the description box below. If you like this video, click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell. I love you guys as always, and until next time,